Let's dig into the efforts on the ground to combat those conditions with Sean Inoue. He's the executive director for the West Los Angeles chapter of the American Red Cross. Sean, thank you so much for being here, especially today. We just heard our reporters describe the destruction across the area. The Palisades fire still 0% containment. So what are efforts looking like on the ground with your team?
Yeah, it has been heartbreaking to see just even those photos that we haven't seen before on the ground here. We're primarily focused on emergency sheltering, food and comfort, physical and emotional, helping to address some of the medical needs that were popping up here. We're triaging, right? So we're making sure folks have the immediate needs that they have met.
You are meeting people right at their rawest moments. How are they doing when the Red Cross finds them? What are they telling you and your crews?
You know, some folks are just trying to get some food or just trying to figure out what their next step is going to be. So right now, some of these folks are, trying to figure out if their homes still are there. But the comfort of being in a community of folks that are experiencing the same thing is giving them at least some hope, which is a lot of our objective here at the at the shelter.
Yeah, no, hope is certainly needed right now. What supports are you providing the Red Cross for those who may not have resources or may have just lost it all just now?
Yeah, so our priorities are going to remain on emergency shelter, feeding, water, of course, any comfort items that these folks lost in their homes. Some family reunification is happening right now, but those are our top priorities that we're going to continue to focus on while we're in the response phase of this disaster.
Yeah, responding, the fire is still ongoing. I wonder, what are the biggest challenges the Red Cross is facing right now as the fires continue?
Yeah, that's it. It's dynamic, right? So we're not sure where these fires are going to go. We're preparing to scale up appropriately if more people are evacuated or don't know where their homes are going to be. But the Red Cross is going to be here because of the generosity of our donors and the power of these volunteers who leaned into this. We were ready. They signed up for standby shifts. We were able to get these shelters opened immediately with our partners here on the city, the county, and the state level. The collaboration has been pretty impressive.
No, that's really encouraging. And to that end, many watching may say, how can I support? How can I help? How is the Red Cross doing when it comes to resources? What do you all need right now?
People have been showing up in droves with clothes and water, and we want to thank them. It is profound to see people coming out to help their neighbors. The best way people can help is to make a financial gift by going to redcross.org, signing up to become an official Red Cross volunteer and get all the training by visiting redcross.org, or giving blood at a local blood donation center.
Yeah, and Sean, the work of the Red Cross we know is not new, but the scale of this catastrophe is. I wonder what's been different for you this time?
You just mentioned it. It's the scale, right? So stretching resources thin as we're popping up new shelters as these fires pop up. Fire is seeing their resources stretched thin as well, and their priority is going to be preventing loss of life and preventing structure damage where they can before we can even talk about containment. So our focus is going to be scaling up for those folks who are being evacuated, making sure they have a safe place, and troops are on the way. And the Los Angelinos are showing up, right? They're signing up to register to volunteer. They're going through the background checks, and they're getting their training so they can support their neighbors who are being displaced.
Well, Sean Inoue, thank you for your work. I hope you and yours stay safe with the American Cross. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.